friends, we welcome you to Thirukkural English Couplet TV, where we have been seeing interpretation of quotes. We have completed 33 chapters and we are coming to chapter number 34, Transience. Transience. I have translated using what was the spirited thought in 7 words, 2 lines translation. I brought it in the English translation, the same thought and spirit of Thirukkural, using semantical approach. And I have translated using semantical approach. I have put everything in 16 heads, all 1330 Qurans in 133 chapters into 16 heads, where we have been seeing. Now we are in a law, the aspect, these are the aspects, 16 aspects we call. We are in one of the aspects law, called the law. This is a transience. Now we have come to transience. Transience in Tamil it's nilayami. It's not permanent. Something which is not permanent. Transience. It comes and goes. You start with this scroll. It starts with this scroll. Convincing fleeting to be permanent is folly. It is a foolish thing that it is foolish that you think that conceiving fleeting to be permanent is folly. Conceiving fleeting to be permanent is folly. You think that you are foolish if you start thinking that conceiving. If you start thinking, if you start conceiving, if you start imagining that fleeting, going away is permanent. How fleeting to be permanent? Conceiving fleeting to be permanent is folly. நில்லாதவற்றை நிலையென என்றுணரும் புல்லறிவாண்மை கடை. Says like that in Tamil. Second Quran, wealth gained vanishes fast like a theatre crowd. In the theatre, crowd comes and watches the film, screen, and goes off in a short span of time. The same way, wealth earned vanishes fast. Wealth earned goes off fast like the theatre crowd, which comes and sees the screened movie and they go off after watching in a short span of time. That is compared to, that is like wealth coming and going. Wealth is coming and going in a short span of time, like the crowd in the theatre comes and goes. Wealth being unstable, use it for virtues. Wealth is unstable, it's coming and going, it's transient. So use it for something good. Use it for something good. That's called virtuous. You will learn virtues. Fourth Quran, time is filing off like life like a saw. Life is being filed. Saw is filing the wood. Wood is being filed by the saw. Like that. Time is filing. Time is cutting off, filing off. Life like a saw. Saw is doing that. The same way life is being cut off by time. Time is the thing. Time is compared to saw that would cut wood. Here time is cutting life little by little. So we would be very careful about time. We have to use the time very carefully. That's why even in this quarantine time we are using time carefully and usefully, and making all videos like this will be of use to watch and get some information out of this one. And not only some information which we are making you learn and act. That's why we have founded one foundation called Thirukkural English Couplet. You know, a foundation where we are leading people to one of the virtual university that we have formed. I see a university that makes people who watch study these Qurals and do something out of it. That means that is called Unoya work. We do, we are ready to honor you. These type of things we do, thinking that time is finding us off like a song. Before tongue be numb, spasming hiccup at you good. Before becoming old, you have to do something good. Not only it doesn't mean becoming old. He means just before becoming enable, just before becoming unable to move, just before becoming or meeting with your inabilities, just before becoming old enough not to do anything, not able to do anything, you have to achieve something good. He doesn't mean becoming old, but he means just before becoming benumbing, spasming. Also he is using this comparatively used as used in English Bible to mean inability in the days to come for a man or woman. Next Thirukkural, 6th one, by God never being present is world's pride. So gone is gone. It will never be present. That is the world's pride. One thing comes and goes up, it will never come. It will never come back. That is the pride in the world. One thing which was is no more. And we are proud of it. But certain people, we are proud of things which were. We need not be. Whatever advices us not to be. So, which is the world's pride? Being never being present is world's pride. Next Quran, 7th one, wishes gallo in crores when know the seaton unknown. Know the seaton is a phrase. It's a Greek phrase in the Greek language used by Socrates. When certain people went to him and asked him, what is the way to live happily in the world? He said, know thyself. Know thyself in Greek, know the seaton. That is what the explanation of these words you can find this Valvadu Ariyar, Valvadu Ari. Now the seaton means Valvadu Ari. Whatever says Valvadu Ari. You can find this in Sorkuve.com, maintained by Akara Mudali department in Tamil Nadu government. My article, research article, where I explained about this one. Know the seaton. This was said by Socrates. Thereafter came Thomas Hobbes. He said, introspect, think inwardly about you. Then you will become happy. Jesus Christ came and he said, deny thyself. That we can find in Matthew 16:24 and Mark 8:34. This means you stop thinking about yourself as you would think of you. You think of you as God would think of you or somebody else would think of you. Then you will find your faults and you will correct them. Deny yourself, he said. So this vicious gallo in crores when know this eternal. If you don't know about yourself, you will be thinking, you will be desiring, you will be having wishes which will be gleaned like anything in crores, in a large number, but that will be of no use. It will not come into any effect. It will be of no use if you don't know about you, and if you have wishes that will not be coming into effect at all. Next one, spirit leaving body resembles chick leaving shell. That is a life. Chick leaving shell. The same is with our spirit leaving our body. So this very short span of life, and it's like a very shell being broken and chick is coming out. It's like our spirit from within, from our body, it's going out. If you always, what he wants to mean is a very short span of time. We have to think about our life. It's very transient, and we have to do all things as spoken in the previous chorals. Next one, ninth one. Death is like a slumber, birth is being awakening. Here he wants to remind us in the 8th and 9th chorals. Death is like a slumber. It's like death is like sleep. We go to sleep. The same way death is nothing but sleep. Like birth being awakening. Birth is awakening, plus death is sleeping. So it is like it's like the natural, the very common thing that happens. It's transient. We go to sleep, we die. We are born, it's awakening. So death, being born, comes. Automatically it comes. It's a circle like. Last one, living soul controls body, existing, having taken shelter. After taking shelter, the life, the soul, taking shelter in the body, controls our body. Which is controlling our body? Living soul. Life is controlling our body. If life goes up, nothing can be done. No scientist is able to say how our life is alive. No scientist is able to say how life is alive. That is why so many religions which try to say something about it. If science could say something about that, religion would not be there. So religion is trying to say something about it. No scientist could say, no scientist did say anything about it. They would say nothing about it. That's why we are in the quarantine period experiencing all sort of things. It cannot be explained scientist. Where comes the religion? Religion is out of our belief. We are living out of our belief. Even the scientist lives out of his belief. He gets up in the morning only because of his hope that he would get up in the morning. Not because he researched in the lab that he would get up in the morning, going to bed, and sometimes he would not get up. He will die on the bed itself. He has not researched. How? Nobody knows about it. A living soul controls body. The soul, living soul. That is what is said in the Bible. God breathed into our nostril and he became a living soul. We are there. Life is there with everybody. So life is controlling the body. Life, which is within, it's controlling the body, existing, having taken shelter, which has taken shelter in our body. That's all. Simple thing. So our living is being controlled, or our life here is being controlled by what is within. What is within, and that what is within has taken shelter in our body. Our body is only shelter. It's a shell like. Thank you.